Alright, and welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today's video will be my AOT3 Excitement Character Tier List. This is, I do this one every time there's a new booster set, just based on how excited I am to play the characters. It's going to be, I'm not going to go through every ability, I'm just going to just touch on a few points, what makes me excited about them, and then we'll just put them in this little tier list. So I got this tier list here. It is going to have 4 categories competitive that I'm going to play them either at a regional or at a local championship. Scramble doesn't really count, so probably just regional and local championship. Locals would be a scramble or just our weekly locals. Grind tier would just be we're throwing shit out the wall on the grind on Friday nights on team final round grind nights. And in binder tier, they're never going to leave my binder. And then on deck is the character we're talking about. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. First up, we got Annie Awakened. I'm not going to put the backside of the characters on here because there's just no point, because it's just going to just loop in there with them. She's the character I got to preview. Super excited. She's my favorite character from Attack on Titan. Chaos and Death are very good symbols. She does some really cool momentum tricks. She basically is 7-hand-sized Godzilla. She does have a little dabble into the backup realm if I really want to, which I kind of like her because she can be built in a myriad of ways. She can be just no backups at all, and you just rely on the momentum and like value town chaos and death stuff, or you can go the opposite route and you can build the deck revolving around 4 checks, backups, just really lean into that, being able to get an extra foundation out of your backups, or you get 2 extra speed when you flip. So she's gonna be really cool. So obviously I am playing this character competitively. She's on my short list for Kentucky. Or Louisville, or whatever we're going to call it, the Midwest. So she is on that. Next up is Armin Arlet, Power of the Colossus. He's cool. He does some really neat things. He has a cool, neat play pattern where you can play any card from his hand face down as a 2-diff. He has some neat symbols, Fire and Order. His backside says that he's just going to murder you. He gets like he gets 5 damage. It just seems like he has a really cool play pattern. But honestly, I think at most I'm probably going to play him locally, just because I don't like. I could play him for like a weekly locals because I think he's very strong because you can hide outwit cards, you can play signal shot to pick up things you place down, and he's kind of never stuck, right? Like you don't get when you brick a hand of all attacks, you can still play stuff face down. He gets to play like the 5-diff, he gets to play manipulations and the 6-diff foundation for 2-diff and then on flip. Pretty cool. Sorry to my pal Brodenkainen. Yeah, Connie's in binder tier. He's like half a character, unfortunately. It seems like him and another character down the road were one character, and they thought that guy was too strong, so they split them. So we're immediately put him in binder tier. Aaron Yeager, Usurper, and Attack Titan Finale. I think this guy's kind of neat. I think what he does is cool. He stockpiles momentum, and then after he cycles, he gets to flip, and he gets to use that momentum to get attacks. He gets stun 1 and 3 damage on the backside. We've seen that a lot across a few different characters, so that's like kind of like a retread ability. But I pulled his alt art in my box, so I'm super excited to try this guy out. I'm definitely going to play him for locals once, maybe a local championship, or he is above Armin, so we'll put him above. Can we move Armin down? There we go. We'll put Armin down. He is above Armin. I think that I would actually almost move into competitively if I can find the right build that I like. Falco Grease, Jaw Titan Flying Form. This guy is, if you could get off the front side fast enough, this guy's great. You have to figure out how to live on your front side with just re-readying foundations, which could be powerful given his symbols, air and chaos. So you could spend that momentum to ready things and then flip ASAP. But like when he flips, you better have resets, speed resets, damage resets, just resets in general, or he's going to 2-tap you into oblivion. Being able to ready himself after his first move hits and then hit you again is fantastic. Also on defense, he can re-ready defensive committal pieces, like commit for -3 speed, or maybe target tap something if there's things that exist on those symbols, which I don't think there does, but if they do, whatever. You're just able to just reuse things defensively if they're committed, because when he takes damage, he gets to ready a thing, which is very cool. This guy is definitely in my competitive bracket, just because I'd love to see the builds that this guy has. We've played him on the grind a few times. He is super cool. Flock, he does backup things. He has a neat first enhance, but you need to have backups in play. I think he does too much of a gate to jump through for payoff. So I really don't think I'm going to be excited to play the guy. I'm not excited to play him. Maybe someone's favorite character, but to be honest, he's never leaving my binder. He's below Connie. Han Zoe, 14th Commander of the Survey Corps. They do some pretty crazy things with wall counters. You got life defense and then the wall counter package on the order symbol. So eventually when you get this critical mass of counters, you're just going to be able to string out your entire attack, all your attacks, and your rival's going to die. I think the biggest point is just getting to that. I think they're super cool. I personally probably not even, I probably won't sleeve them up. I probably would play them on the grind if someone did want to test into Hanj. But it's just not it's not my play style at all. For some reason, I've turned into more of an aggro player now, which is weird. But I think Hanj is in that lower locals, high. You know what? We'll put them in the lower locals bracket, because I think that I would, if I had a build that, say, like Wub or the Final Round Boys picked up that I could steal, I would try it out. At least at a locals weekly. Jean Kirstein, the other half of Connie. It really does feel like these two guys should have been one character. Never leaving my binder. Sorry, bro. Levi 4. I think it's probably a cool Levi. I still think the first Levi is my favorite. Being able to rebuy sweeping daggers in the same turn and replaying is pretty sick. It just seems like, you get stats for paying health. The more you get damage, the stronger he becomes, which is kind of like in the show. He's kind of like a Super Saiyan, like a Vegeta, maybe, if one's thinking that. He gets more powerful. He gets to rebuy a weapon at the end, during the end phase, so that's pretty neat. So you're always going to have an attack or maybe like a breaker block or whatnot. At most, I could see myself playing this guy on the grind. Mikasa, Hizuru's descendant, I think, right? Maybe? I don't remember what. I think it's Hizuru's Hope. That's what it is. The wording is very small. Same thing with the Aaron, which is surprising because I'm traditionally not a 5-hand size player, but Aaron's really not a 5-hand size character eventually, and this character is no 5-hand sizer. Maybe when they build up, your first turn you're a 5-hander, but after that you're popping foundations to draw cards to replenish. She does get damage like crazy. I think the biggest thing is once we figure out the way to hit people with her, she's gonna go buck wild. So I don't know. I think she's really cool, which is really weird because I'm not a big 5-hand size character player. But yeah, I have 2 5-hand size in my local competitive plays. Peak Finger. This character is insane. She does a lot of neat things that I'd like to do. Damage reduce, speed reduce, damage buff, speed buff. Her character flips unflips. We get to push a lot of buttons. I love characters that have a lot of interactions and a lot of different buttons to push. This character is my second favorite character in the set, behind Annie, obviously. But yeah, this character is crazy good. And then being able to flip unflip multiple times in a turn, and then rebuild those foundations on front side, it's wild. Porco Galliard, the other Jaw Titan in the set, does some neat stuff. Card pool stuffing, not really card pool stuffing, but card pool manipulation, I should say. Being able to pick stuff up replay things. It's the best teaming with the Attack Titan character, I believe, in the game right now. Two very good symbols on Death and Fire. The flip side, the Jaw Titan, gets 2/2, which is insane to some moves. And also gets to steal block tricks, so it's very, very hard to like breaker or showdown or airy smiles them. So they have some sort of protection against that for their aggro plan. Definitely in my locals tier, probably behind Mikasa. So move over Hanj. There we go. Boop. Reiner, Braun, Marley, Shield. It's kind of neat to see this guy following the same pattern as the other Reiner in AOT2, where they want a bunch of different card types in their deck. That's not really my thing. I don't like relying on. I don't like my win con reliant on three other things. One being my character. I guess two other things because we're always gonna have foundations. So it's really weird to have like a character very, very dependent on multiple different things. But yeah, maybe if someone wanted me to play him for the grind, but he's definitely near binder tier. A Warhammer Titan, our day -7 errata. They got an errata that says choose an attack in your discard pile, lose health, enhance commit, choose an attack in your discard pile, lose health equal to its check value. Add the chosen card to your hand. So it's technically a 7-hand size character, so it's really like after turn 1 for the most part, right? And it gets a huge damage pump. This character is kind of cool. I do like the play pattern. It doesn't super excite me, but I do believe that this character is going to be good. It's life and death. Those symbols are fantastic. I do think that I would play this guy on the grind if needed. It's close to locals level. It's kind of like Hanj and this and Warhammer can just flip-flop. Next up, Zeke Yeager Warchief. Man, every iteration of Zeke is cool. From Beast Titan in the first set, last set Zeke, this set Zeke. They really back up focus them, and this Zeke is crazy. Getting plus to checks, getting extra damage, getting extra card draw and life gain isn't crazy. But unfortunately, this character does not excite me that much. Again, like it could probably be in the grind, close to binder tier. It's just I'm not a backup fan. I know like I know they're cool. They're very neat. I'm gonna say they're very cool cards and a card type. I just don't like having a resource that my opponent can interact with very, very easily. And then it's like, why am I playing it? Unless like I get some sort of like super advantage, like really good at like Sean Gilmore is probably a backup that I would splash in. Like I'm probably just gonna splash it into Annie. There's a couple other backups that are pretty decent. Like the abnormal giant titan where you mill one, and if it's a non-attack card you add it to your hand. That's very cool. But Zeke does not excite me like the locals tier and the competitive tier characters do, because those guys I really, really want to try out. But Zeke is actually in front of Reiner as like my excitement, but like I'd play him on the grind if someone would want me to, right? Like if my team needed me to if my team needed me to play that and like test it out, just because that's what we do. We try things out. So yeah, so we got competitive characters. We got 3 locals. We got 5 grind. We got 4 binder tier. Those 3 are never leaving my binder, which is really cool because like over half the characters I don't mind playing, right? Like we got 8 and 7, so we have 15. So 1 over half is a plus, right? I think if any set, like if you can find 1 or 2 characters you really, really want to focus on, it's a plus, right? No matter what the set is, how bad the set is, or how good the set is. So that wraps up this video, guys, for my AOT3 Apocalypse excitement tier list. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What you're excited for, what you're not excited for. Am I off base? Am I on the mark with these guys? You know, like it's kind of a power list, but it's really more excitement because I think doing from our good friend Go Beyond Gaming, hats off to you. they always did an excitement tier list, and I think that's just better than a power tier list because I think what you want to play is more exciting than, oh man, this guy's super good or whatnot. But sometimes it lends itself to, hey man, these guys are really good and they're exciting to play. So that's all I got. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit those bells for notifications so you don't miss a video, and don't miss us streaming on Mondays on Twitch for Take 10 and some other shenanigans, and mostly every Friday for the final round night grind night, final round grind night. Wow, it's a mouthful. For just games and more skullduggery. So, Captain. And until the next video, take care.